Oh, looks like we're live. Hello, welcome to my channel. Um, alright, so we're back with Medan. I've got one last main goal to do in this game to get one of the trophies, and that is only the women are to survive. So, all y'all ladies, let me hear you. We're going to be feminists today and make sure that they get their way through, whilst all the other guys will just die off. We'll kill them off nicely. And to do this, I'm going to have to go right back to the boat at the start. So we'll be going to the Medan. Oh, sorry, the Milan. And wreck. Dive. Well, I think if I go back to, let's try and figure this out. So I know that the first person that you can make decisions for who will end up dying will be the Jess, is that her name? The blonde one. And that's as soon as she comes back from the dive. But I'm not sure if I need to go right back to the dive so that I can help her to surface slowly, or whether I can go straight to Ghost Story and just choose not to have a drink. I think what I'll do, the other option too is that old mate, what's his name? Alex? No, Luke. The young guy, the young dark fella. He has a drink and then he's feels sick and that changes his events. So I'm not sure if I need to go right back and change that or not. Pretty sure. Pretty sure I don't have to worry too much about him because I know where I can kill him. So if we go to uninvited guests, we'll go to that and then hopefully the decisions made will lead to, yeah, alright. Here we go. Not sure how much time I'll get to play this. Got a little one who'll be waking up soon.
Howdy, Captain. You fancy a pint with your second in command?
You are not my second in command.
Third in command.
No.
Fresh and eager cabin boy.
Still a no.
Your well-paying, dashingly handsome, seafaring client is requesting the pleasure of your company.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Why not?
Pretty nice ride you got here. Where'd you get the cash?
It's a long story. It's complicated and it's really difficult to explain.
Well, I'm a complicated guy. Try me.
Well, it involves at least several trips to the bank and signing of big stacks of paper with large numbers on them.
So you took out a loan.
You know, you're smarter than you look.
If you're interested, maybe my family can make an investment in your business.
That's very kind of you to offer. I suppose we could have that conversation. You know what? I better spend some time keeping the Duke of Milan shipshape.
Aye, aye.
Right, so they're a little bit. Oof. The last time I played this, I was basically just making everything really difficult for them. Made all their relationships pretty bad. So Alex is really low on her likable list. Let's see how we go with that. I really don't need to worry about too much of this stuff, do I? I just,
You look like you're taking full advantage of your relaxation time.
I'm a man of many talents.
It's too bad charm is not among them.
Ah, but my charm is like a boomerang. You think it's gone right over your head until smack, you're out cold.
That makes no sense. I have to keep track of the dive, but I'd be happy to continue this conversation later when I can give you my full attention. In private?
Private, just chatting it up, you and I in the old conversational intercourse.
I'm wondering if this is still working. Yep. All good.
Well, hello there, Captain. Can I do something for you?
I can think of a few things.
Oh, do tell.
Maybe later, if you stay on my good side. How's it going?
Knocked out by cold frosty. Man, I feel like such a wimp.
Hey, it's your vacation. You're allowed to overdo it.
I am officially starting a temperance club. Party of one. Lifetime membership. Hope the lovebirds are having the time of their lives down there.
I hope they know what they're doing down there. Attitude matters 20 meters down.
Alex plays the goof, but he was pretty serious about acing his diving certification.
Are you close with your brother?
Known him my whole life. Julia's got Alex wrapped around her little finger.
Huh. Gotta get back up top. Check you later. Why do I keep these around?
Maybe I could try and get him shot. I won't care about all that shit. Let's just go. Get on with the story.
Weather looks clear. Wow, that is not your everyday wreck. I hope those clowns don't get me in trouble.
What's that about?
That is not the Coast Guard. So we're not under arrest.
How should we handle this?
We are not doing anything. I'm the captain, so you be quiet and let me handle it. You got that?
Hey, we got damage here. You see this? Look at our boat.
We can take care of this, man. It's not a problem. What do you think? Like, $10 cover it?
He gets a bit obnoxious after what, the 5th time I've seen
Well,
him.
shoot, you think it's more
do
like
this.
30? I can do 30. All right, you guys drive a hard bargain, but I'm with you. Here, let's just throw in the whole pot.
Conrad said one of the pictures showed an opening.
Conrad, really?
Really? On the rear turret.
Huh. Good on ya, Connie. The turret. We can get in through there.
Whoa,
Julia's
careful.
that name, not Jess.
Could be dangerous.
Ladies first? Can I just take a second to say, holy shit, Alex, we did it. I mean, can you believe it? It's a dream come true.
Let's not waste any time not exploring. Go! 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 Julia, leave it. You'd have to take your gear off to get in there. Not worth it. That pipe's pretty tight. What if you get stuck without your rebreather?
Maybe it is kind of dangerous. Bullet holes. All down the fuselage. Brad's gonna flip when he sees this.
Yeah. Skip.
Good God.
Let's touch the dead body.
Ugh. Ugh. He's holding something.
Let's steal the dead body's jewelry.
Wow. What the hell happened here?
From the look of things, they knew they were goners.
He's holding something.
Yeah, I got that.
You hear that?
Let's check it out. Want to go first?
Ah, cheap piece of shit.
Howdy. Hello.
Whoa! I think I wet my wetsuit.
Life gives you lemons.
Ew.
Can't hear you.
Pilot and co-pilot. Gotta be. Plane crash not high on my list of ways to perish.
G'day.
Hello.
How you going?
No, calm down. She just pushed my box.
Easy now.
My
This stuff's
pop
been down
figurine
here a long
box.
time.
Yeah.
Far off. Come on. Come on over. Look, cutie. What are you doing?
Is she a
My cat's so
supernova?
loving. Super.
Oh, Julia! Oh my god!
So how's your game?
Don't touch anything else, please.
Yeah, I thought I'd
How are you still playing it?
Man of Medan.
Yeah, you've been playing it for
Hold
like
on
10
something.
million years.
Yeah, I've been getting all the different endings. I'm pretty much on the last playthrough I've got to do, and I've got to kill all the guys and let all the women survive.
Why?
It's one of the trophies. So I've let everyone survive, and I've killed everyone, and I've let all the guys survive. So they're all different trophies, and yeah, this last one, and then there's like a couple of secrets.
They,
that
people who made that released another new game.
Yeah, I know. Have you read your messages?
Huh?
Did you read your messages?
Oh, he got both.
Can't hear because I'm playing Friday 13th and I'm loading things so loud. What'd you say?
Have you
I
read
got it for
your
my birthday.
messages?
Ah, no.
Yeah, you got it for his birthday. Yeah,
Oh,
he messaged
cool.
you pretty much as soon as Ricky called you.
Who?
Nova, no, not to the box, please. You gotta push them off. Come here.
Ah, yeah, I didn't see that.
This doesn't feel right.
Did I put my character on random?
Nova, can you get over here? She almost pushed your iPad off.
God, she's
She
just one of
launched
those.
herself off your iPad and it nearly flew off.
I'm streaming, by the way, just so you know.
Hi.
Streaming.
Is anyone actually watching?
Oh, rarely, ever. And there's no one now.
Baby, it's okay.
How
No.
weird is the new forced to share your voice chat thing now?
Force. What?
You're forced to share it. If you're in a party chat, you can't do anything. People can record your voice.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, I
And
kinda like
you get reported from it, apparently.
yeah, true.
From saying things. I
Yeah.
don't know, I'm guessing if it's more threatening things, but if I was saying to Jess, if I can get reported for the same things in this as I can to messages, I think that's the stupidest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
but,
don't
like,
swear.
You know, the people
I'll-
that invite you to party. And,
Don't
and
say the
like-
F word
and,
near me,
like-
I'll report you.
Like, if you're really good in a game, like in Siege, if you do good and then they invite you to, like, some shit and stuff like that, like, and start abusing you in chat, which happens to me a lot, then I think it's fair. Like, I
It's a
think it's a
great
good
reach,
idea, because
Not
the amount of
interested in
times
us.
I've been invited to
Let's
a
go.
party, I join in and then they just start saying sexist shit.
Because with a party and shit, the thing about it is, without blocking the person, you can avoid a party.
Yeah.
You could just leave it and shit. But like, if
Or you
you're
can
with
mute
mates,
someone.
right, and you're around them, and you're swearing and shit, and you're like,
Yeah, but if your
Like-
friend reports you for that, then they're not really a good friend.
yeah, but that's the thing that
with
you
you, but
shouldn't.
It's not the best time.
If I can get my account that has like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of shit per event because I swear, and one of my friends decides to be a cunt, I think that is one of the most
Well,
retarded
can't
things
you
ever
do,
to
like, what's the word, like, is the word an appeal? Is that the
No, if you get reported and they say it's an offence, you can't do anything about it. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, but you're
There's no appeal to it. If they,
Can't you just say my friend was being
Come on. We really gotta get up
joking
top.
around? Like, I don't know.
No, with it, like, that's what happened with the band with that
This is
message
Julia.
dude. He said,
We're coming back
we
up.
can't say who
Over.
it is, and there's no way you can, like, do anything. Like, the second you get an offence, you can't do anything about it. So if you can get banned for swearing in a party chat, I think that's one of the most retarded things I've ever heard of.
That word is not allowed anymore.
Whoa.
Damn.
What the fuck? We gotta get up there.
Don't
We have to
join
keep
dumb
abreast.
people's.
Alright, I better go. See ya.
Oh, let's. Oh, okay. Like, let's say, for example, right?
Yeah,
If
okay.
this was a thing when we were playing with Kat, right?
Yeah,
And then imagine if Kat had one of her episodes, and we get our account because let's say we've had like a few bans off of like swearing on messages, right? If we swear in party chat and we get perma banned all that time, all that money and everything perma banned because you swore in party, I think that is the most retarded thing. I feel like if it's something threatening or like people are
Everything's all right
like
now.
if it's life threatening and the party chat's there to back it up, sure. But if you're gonna get banned off of swearing,
Nothing.
it's
Your brother just took it
it
upon
literally
himself
just
to blow up my
disencourages
grill.
people to talk to new people
Conrad, what is wrong with you?
because you can get banned off of being in party chat. And I think that's the stupidest fucking thing ever.
What was up
I
with that
feel like
other
that
boat?
is stupid.
Fishing guys.
If
came
it's
by
something
and
more
ran into
serious,
guidelines.
Yeah.
sure, I think that's why
Whatever.
they implemented it.
Who cares, right?
But
what I want to know
if you
is,
get if you
you
swear
guys fine.
and my account
found a
gets
plane.
perma
And it's
banned,
huge.
even though it's got like,
Full
and
of
I
cool
can't
stuff.
do anything about it. That's the thing.
Fortunately,
If it gets
we
perma
did
banned,
not
boom,
leave
there
as
you go.
pristine
That's
as
it.
we
There
could've.
goes
What?
your account. You're like
Why?
10-year-old
The dive
account
line, actually.
gone
Yeah.
forever.
I think there should be some responsibility on
There's
you
no cockpit
to leave a
anymore, for
group if you
starters.
don't feel
That's
like
just
it's,
fucking perfect.
you know, if you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but like with like the messages thing being banned thing, right? I get that because unless you block them, they can keep messaging you and annoying you. But with party chat, if you don't want to be in that, just leave the party chat. About it. But with messages, it's unless you physically block the person, you can't.
Seem out of their depth.
You know what I
But
mean?
here's
Party
how
chat
bad
and
it can be,
messages
right?
should not be the same.
In any circumstance, you could be mates, like you're saying, for a long time and be sharing shit with each other that everyone's cool with, and then after a year or two, someone has an argument and they crack the shit and then go, oh, look at all this years worth, 2 years worth of like funny jokes and stuff we've had with each other. I'm now declaring that offensive, and I'm gonna like, you know, complain about it and get these people banned because they sent me, I don't know, some naughty pictures or dirty jokes or they swore at me, and it's like, you know, there needs to be some kind of limit. Like, it has to be within that week or something from the message or the chat party that you complain about it, or it has this overwhelming feeling of like, we're going to get the PC police in and we're going to run things by their rules rather than
Pretty much what you'd expect.
Brad, it was
just,
insane.
you know,
it was like
logic.
traveling through time.
It's like the head of YouTube is just like strode away into
and
fucking,
accidentally ending up in a dimension where the
you know,
past is underwater
Sony's
and
workplace, and
everything
then
is
she's
covered
like,
in
hey, we're
barnacles
not allowed
and
to
sharks.
swear and things,
It
otherwise
was a
they
great
get
read.
Like, it's,
I thought it was pretty intense.
But they stopped you from even
Maybe he
like
decided,
uploading
"Hey, I'll
videos
drink
to
some,"
Facebook.
And then he got drunk. And since he was drunk, he forgot
What's
to bring
the
it
go
to
with
us.
that?
And he just kept on drinking, and he drank all of it.
What do you mean?
Sounds like you've had some experience in this
sorry.
kind of phenomenon.
Yeah, like
I've been
before, I mean, like,
studying
I can
it.
always
Look for 'em.
share my YouTube video
Oh, I found
to
a bullet lodged in the
Facebook, but
plane.
you used to be able to just upload it
I
straight to
left it below
Facebook.
deck if you want to check it out.
no, I think it's more of a privacy thing. I'm guessing just because, like, if other people are in the pod. You know what's the thing that irritates me now? Is that there used to be a setting, if you don't want people recording you, you can, like,
Alex,
turn
you're
it
like an
off
open
so
book
that
with a
people
50
don't, like,
point font.
have your
Can read
private
you from a
conversations
mile away.
sending to people that you
Something's
don't want it to
I've
be.
just been a bit
Yep.
distracted by
But-
something. Julia.
It's, but now, let's say if you're having, like, a really private conversation with someone, and then they,
Well,
I
yeah,
don't know.
Of course.
I don't
Why
know.
would you ask me that?
I feel like, you know how the whole
I'm just
thing is
kind of
about, like,
anxious about,
avoiding
like
like situations. Because apparently it was like some kid was getting bullied or some shit, and then they ended up like you know where it goes. I don't have to explain.
We've got a long and happy
But I
future
feel
together.
like
I do.
this exact thing, like let's say if you're talking about something serious and something personal, and that person that you trusted decides to like fuck you over and like send it to all your friends and everything. Well, there you go. Now it's doing the complete opposite of what you aim for. I feel like that's the thing I'm worried about most. Is if you can't talk to anyone
I'll go get him. Why
about
don't you just chill out
anything
here?
in PlayStation Party Chat because they can just record you.
No, it's good.
Hey, you seen
They
my
can just
brother?
record you
What's
and you
No,
can't
I
do anything about
got
it.
distracted.
Let's go get him.
Sure.
The part of they can use your voice without you needing to say if they can or not, I think is, I don't know. I feel like maybe there should be a special way of the recordings only allowing the voice if it's to do with a PlayStation report. Otherwise, if they have their privacy settings turned on, you shouldn't be able to hear the voice unless it's coming through. You know what I mean?
Seriously, you can't
Because then people now can just save your voice,
yeah, the
and if you
beers.
know each other and they wanted to
I was just getting them now.
like be a cunt or like say, haha, this is funny thing, they can send it to all your friends and just completely, you know what I mean?
I mean, like,
See
I
where
upload stuff of you guys from, like, some of our funny fucking nights where you're either drinking or whatever, but
the thing,
you know I'm not doing that
thing is we have
maliciously.
a setting. But the thing is, we have a choice. We have a setting
Yeah.
that lets you record our voice.
Maybe we can figure out why
But
the
now
buildings aren't
you,
here.
Where'd you put it?
the thing about this
Okay, I'll go
is,
get it.
I feel like
Hey,
their intentions are good, but it's not implemented in a good way. This is gonna just disencourage people from talking to new people.
didn't realize I was spacing out.
I feel like that's the dumbest thing. Like
Yeah.
you'd be worried to talk to new people because you feel like, let's say, like the parents of Sony are just like watching over your shoulders, making sure you're not being naughty and shit. You know what I mean? It's I think it's just dumb. I think it's stupid. Like with certain situations, yeah, sure. Like use it to back up a claim. But the fact that I can't sit in party and I don't know what
Relax, Brad. How many times do I have to tell you not to be
deems
such a
like
wuss?
a ban
Got the pad yet?
Sorry, I got
party
distracted.
chat. Because if
No
I
worries.
swear in party
Let's
chat
go
and I
get it.
get banned from that, I think that's one of the stupidest things.
Well, they need to be at least really clear with us about what they deem to
Like
be
what can-
offensive.
Go up.
I feel like what can ban you in message chats
Come here, you
should
vixen.
be on a completely different level to what
Easy,
ban you in
Tiger.
party chats.
We should get back.
Because party chat and message chats are just
Right
completely different.
here.
I think if you're legit acting as if you're like threatening to kill or
Yeah.
or
that's
rape
what I mean.
or
That's
like there's
where it's
predatory
necessary.
shit going on. Yeah.
That's where
Give it
it's
no
necessary,
resistance
but
there.
when it comes to the point
All right,
when
everyone, check it
the
out.
thing is, I can't judge if it's good or not
Manchurian
because I don't know.
Who wants to find some
What can
sunken
ban me?
treasure?
Yeah.
If I can get
What do you
banned
think,
for
Adam?
swearing, I think that's
Coordinates?
the stupidest
Those
fucking
are
thing they've
coordinates,
ever
alright.
implemented.
Maybe the plane's
Fucking aye.
destination?
onto
You
it.
think we could get there by tomorrow?
Fuck.
Because
It
like,
takes
oh,
a couple
you
hours
said
if the
fucking
weather
oath.
stays
Oh,
steady.
looks like your account
anything
that
else?
like has
We did find a
thousands
bullet
of
stuck
dollars
in a
invested
fuselage,
into it and
but that was
thousands of
about
hours
it.
invested
Yes,
into it. I'm just
all
gonna
the-
perma ban if you do that
Excuse
enough
me?
I
times. Like,
told you to leave everything
see
down
where the
there
problem
alone.
Oh,
was.
come on.
At very
we've been through
least,
this
there
already.
should
I'm
be
not
like,
talking about the law.
here's
No,
a
hey,
warning because
respectful.
someone that
No,
you
you
were in a
did
group
whatever
with
you wanted.
reported you, and then
Whatever
you can
you
go,
took,
alright,
it
I'm just
was
not
too
playing with
much.
that fucking person again.
No, but that's the thing. Like, if you already have
Come
a
on.
warning
No
on
one
your
knows
account,
we've
because I've
even
gotten a
been
warning
down
before
there.
from
I
like,
don't think ghosts can talk.
I don't know how. I think it was.
You Americans
You
are
said
all
one of
the
your
same,
friends
huh?
did it.
No respect for
I
anyone else's
think.
traditions.
I'm not sure.
Should
I
have
remember
never gone down to that
my
plane in the
first
place.
ban. It
It's
was
bad
after.
luck. You think you
a,
can
like,
scavenge
warning,
down there
'cause
and
your
it makes no
first
difference, but every
offense is
single
just a
thing you
warning,
bring back
no
has
matter
an
where it
essence.
is. So if
It's
you
like a ghost you invite
had
to
a
the surface.
warning
There
through
we go.
messages,
Huh.
and you
I never
swear
thought
in
about
party,
it
you're
like
just
You
gonna get
never think about much of anything.
outright. The thing is, you
maybe I
can't
never heard
like,
about such cool
like
ghost
Jess said,
stories.
They're
like
not
make an appeal
cool
to it. You
ghost
can't make an
stories.
appeal to it. The
Not
second
like
it's
for
already
fun.
gone through, you can't do
People
anything
drown
about
in
it.
these
There's
waters and you have to
literally
respect their
nothing.
resting
Well,
place.
if it's
Say
swearing,
to
you
them
should
about
get like,
Brad,
I don't know, like
you got a fun
fucking
ghost story, right?
10, 15 warnings within
Yeah,
that
I heard a
month
story.
before.
Happened
I don't
right
know,
around
just
here, too. Let's
pretty
hear it.
lenient.
We could all
Because
use
most
I feel
most
like
people
you shouldn't
swear.
get. I
And
don't
it-
think swearing in a chat is deemed like in a party chat.
Yeah.
I don't think that is.
Well, maybe
Well,
like the
I think
warning
it's-
can be, rather than it being like, hey, your account's gonna get banned, it could just be like,
This story
hey,
is
there's
true.
someone
It
like
happened right near here.
who's
in the
felt
old
uncomfortable
lighthouse. Classic setup.
with the way you're talking, sort of
True
thing.
story? Where'd you
And
hear
so,
What's that gonna fix? Like, it's
well,
not gonna
down by
change the
dockside,
person
I found
from
an
swearing.
ancient
It's
old
not gonna
man,
do
skin like a leather
anything
book,
in that
eye patch,
sense.
wooden leg, the whole nine
Well, I
Like, if
think-
the
For
person
$1
doesn't want to be
for
around
all the
people who are
secrets.
swearing, and don't be around
Okay.
people who are swearing.
Yeah, I agree
like,
with
you don't
that.
have
The
to
lighthouse
be in a
stood
party
atop
chat with
an
those people.
atoll, isolated from
If
the
it's
rest of the world.
if it's a
lone
kid,
beacon in the night.
then the person
Sailors
themselves should
respite.
know that they
The
shouldn't
lighthouse
be
keeper would hear the
swearing
waves
around a kid.
pounding
But
the
if
rocky
the
shore.
person
Yeah.
isn't a
One
child
misty morning,
and they
he comes upon
can't,
a woman,
if they're like a
covered in
full-blown
blood.
adult and they want
She's
to
stumbling down the beach. He hurries to her aid
ban
and she
you for
falls into his
swearing,
arms, sobbing.
then
As he hurries her back to
they
the
just-
lighthouse, he asks
they
where
just
she's
being,
from. He
like,
doesn't
you know what I
really
mean? They
say
But
just
let's
be
say
a
we
complete
were in
utter
a-
cunt, or they just need to get some thicker skin. They can't. If they get offended by someone swearing, then fuck me. I don't know
you get,
what
you're gonna get banned.
in the lighthouse.
Like,
swore.
but like, listen to this circumstance. If we caught up, right, just in real life,
That isn't so.
and we had a
Of course,
kid
he's been there alone for
nearby,
years.
and you were
The woman
swearing,
becomes
let's say,
hysterical,
and the
insists
kid's
her parents are
fine,
upstairs.
but then
So,
afterwards I'm like,
they go to the top of
hey
the
man,
lighthouse, and
like,
there,
it's all good in
splayed out on
that,
the
but
floor,
like, if you
is a
could
man
you
and
just
a
like
woman.
lower how much you're swearing around the kid? Then having a system
but
like
that's-
that digitally to
Okay,
just
fine,
say, hey, like,
it was a meat hook.
this
They were
person or this
slashed with a meat
like
hook and
feels
off the ground.
uncomfortable because of this, then that wouldn't have anything necessarily like that
Wait a minute,
over the
are you
top
just
wrong with
saying
it. But if you just said,
I thought
oh,
this was a
instantly
true
now
story. A lot of blood,
you
a lot
can't
of
see this
carnage.
person, I'm going to
Who's to
ban
say how
you,
it was
then that's different again.
The thing is about it is, it doesn't matter who
The woman
or
says,
what
"It was my
situation
husband."
got you the
And she
warning.
turns to the
After
closet.
one warning, it's
Says,
just bans after that.
"He's in
It's
there."
not after a long
Ah,
period
yes,
of time
the
you get like a
husband.
shorter
And
ban.
that's
If you
why
haven't done
I've
one in
always been a
ages, you
little
still get
weary
like
of
the first
marriage.
ban, it resets.
So the lighthouse
Just
keeper creeps over
Life,
the closet.
lifetime amount of
Opens the
bans,
door,
it just
and
keeps getting
sure
worse and
enough,
worse no matter what.
there's
There's
a
no,
man inside.
after your first warning,
But
there's
he
no warning.
sliced out his
That's
own
it.
insides
Full
with a
stop.
meat
Yeah.
hook.
Well, I got
Like,
banned
you-
once because
He looks
I
closer to see
I
the dead man's face in the dark.
called someone a vegetable
Closer,
in message.
closer. And he sees
Like that was,
I've
it's
never
his
been banned.
own face.
I was banned for
And its
like
eyes bulge out
24 hours or something.
The closest thing Jess got to losing her account was when she had two-factor authentication. for her phone.
And I had a different phone, so then I
Nice
was
one,
out of
Squire.
What'd you do?
the day.
Um,
I had to.
Oh, come on. That
Was
wasn't
it?
scary.
she got a new phone and she had two-factor authentication.
Two-factor authentication,
Yeah.
yeah. So I
Okay,
had my old phone
you've all
number
had your
hooked up to
fun.
the account, so I
We should
could
all
log
turn
in.
in
So I
based on
logged
what we're
out
getting our
to
way.
go into Jordan's account to download a
'cause
game.
according
I
to
think.
standard vessel regulation, we're all required.
Then I was just,
one more beer
I had to
before
call
anything.
them.
What regulations
We had
are
to
these?
call them.
Didn't you have to reset your PlayStation or something? That's why
Regulatory
it
institutional
like,
protocol,
logged you out or something
subdivision
like that. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Where'd
maybe
you read
something like
that?
that.
The internet.
Oh, so you found a website that tells you to drink beer under every circumstance.
So I had to
I'm
call
just
them.
following orders, ma'am.
I'm into this
Because
one.
I in the first place encouraged Jeff for two-factor authentication. Because I put two-factor authentication on nearly everything.
It's off now because I don't ever want that to happen again. Like I was really upset.
Because I care about the security of my accounts that hold a lot of value.
I don't.
Yeah, look, I had eBay kick me out because of the two-factor thing, and I didn't even change my number.
Shit.
Like, it's just, I think,
Sometimes. Oh! I know what kicked you out. Jess changed her name. That's what logged her out.
Oh yeah.
Jess changed. It's when the account name thing came out. She changed her name, and when you change your account name or your
You
username,
have to
it
log
logs
out.
you out. You have to log back in, and she couldn't log back in.
Yeah, I cried. I was really upset. No, because I don't like. My anxiety was really bad for them, so I couldn't like even make phone calls.
And she was like, crying and stuff, and then she came over to me and stuff because I was saying it's okay. And she came over to me and like hugged me, and she was like, "I'll do it."
Yeah, because my account, like I guess I put a lot of money into this account, like
Yeah.
like DVD especially. It's
yeah.
so much shit.
And this just circles back around. Imagine if you swore in a chat with Kat, and
Yeah.
then she decided to have one of her breakdowns on you, and she reports you, and your account's gone forever.
She wouldn't report me, but she'd report you or Jake.
Thing
Remember
is,
she
like,
kicked
you
Russell?
don't get banned forever straight up though. Like, you get
But,
you
like,
get a warning, and then you get a day ban, and then I think you get like a week ban, and then
it depends on the severity
Yeah.
of what you do. Like, I heard of it, I was talking to a dude trying to, like, fix what was happening, like, seeing if I can get it back or something, because in that chat, I didn't swear at all. I didn't do anything like that. I got banned because what I was doing, I was pushing his buttons in a little bit, because I was being sarcastic, like, you know what I mean? He was angry and I was being sarcastic and pushing him a bit, and I got banned for that.
Jeez.
So he was the one being aggressive, and I got banned.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I think I was talking to a dude who didn't help get us off hook at all. He just sat on gens the whole time, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna like come and like get killed with you guys doing that shit." And I'm like, and I was just like, "Yeah, well, it's better than being a potato and just doing fuck all to help the team while you just sit there and." Yeah,
Potato.
like a potato. I said a vegetable instead. And someone else was like, "You should have just called him a spud." They can't get you in shit for calling him a spud. But a vegetable, it's like, oh, you're making fun of disabled people.
I'm glitched, babe. I'm glitched.
Oh,
I
are you?
couldn't use any items, I couldn't open doors.
Oh, really? Oh, like, you can open your door after.
Game is still glitchy, guy.
Almost free.
Where's my black wall? Bodyguard. Please.
I just
These
pulled on my
cars-
nail really hard.
You okay, Nine?
Yeah.
Hey, so, good news, bad news. Bad news?
Okay, fuck
I don't
that.
feel things could get any worse. The bad news is these are kind of
I hate it.
maybe the fishermen I pissed off earlier.
Oh, god damn it.
But yeah, imagine getting banned and losing thousands of dollars in progress and everything.
How is that good news?
See, I don't get banned because I don't.
Idiot, Jesus.
I try not to like do any insults at all. in chat.
Whatever. You just don't talk to anyone but us.
Like in messages.
That's
Yeah.
not true,
Surprise.
actually. I have a lot of messages from people that are really like mad and like sexist for no reason, just because I beat them in a game.
Gotta get untied.
And like, I just say like, "Are you okay, honey? Why are you mad?" Like, I'm really polite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I did. I was being like sarcastic and shit, and I got banned for that.
Maybe these fucking Sony people are just simps.
So
They won't win.
imagine you being that careful, and now you have to be that careful when you talk to people. Yeah. It makes you really want to meet
No,
new
see,
people.
okay, I'm not mean to people
Nobody knows you're out
unless
here,
they're
little lady.
rude to me. So.
You're all alone with us now.
But like, you have to
Let's
be
make the most
careful
of it.
even
You can
when
go
you're chatting.
fuck yourself, you
You
piece
can't,
of
you
shit.
can't swear or anything.
You're the little
because
lady.
some thin-skinned pussy will find that offensive. Swearing. Oh,
Pussy.
My son.
What, you being sexist? Or saying that
You being
saying that
sexist, Jordan?
if you are a female body part, then that makes you weak? Is that what you're saying? Huh? Huh?
what?
Yeah, fuck you, Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. Getting a bit fucking over your sexism. I'm in this video I'm like I'm gonna be a feminazi in this because I'm gonna like kill off all the dudes and let the women survive. So yeah, stop being sexist, you piece of fucking shit, Jordan. Well, fuck you.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good. Okay, so feminism, fine. Feminazi and BuzzFeed feminists, not fine.
Yeah.
Stop!
Yeah.
Please, just stop.
I think they
let's
overlap
stop
to some degree.
sexism while- Hey, let's stop sexism while also being sexist. Wow, that makes sense. Let's stop sexism with sexism. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah,
providing a solution.
Just like, let's stop racism with more racism. And the best thing to do is just
Oh
to
yeah,
treat.
what was it? Okay.
Finish with it later.
Sorry.
Like this was the whole thing about like I think it was I don't know who it was, but it was some like famous black dude, right? And he said he was gonna vote for Trump. Shit.
50 Cent.
What? Yeah, what fucking ever. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You're voting. And then one of his exes said, "I need to remind him he was black." Oh wow, good job. You're being
What?
racist, and you really.
No.
She said I needed to remind him.
She's a black woman.
No, she was white.
No, she's. I've read the story, Jordan.
No, I've seen the video of her saying it. She is.
Yeah, but
white as
okay,
fuck.
good. She needs to remind him that he's black. Trump is racist.
But like
He would be supporting someone that's racist towards African American people, which is his race.
She
So
can
he's just.
say her argument, but you can't vote for someone that's racist.
She's not
And my
saying it
argument
in a
is
racist way. She's literally having to point out because he's that dumb. His race, so that he understands that the person that he supports is racist towards his race.
Yeah. But like, you see where it's also racist on her end because he's like, I'm telling you what you can and can't do because of your race. She's being racist also because
She's being a dumb fuck. She's not being racist.
I agree with both of you here.
He can, like, I get what he's doing is wrong, but he's voting.
Wait, so it's racist now to say to someone that they are of that race?
No, it's racist to tell that person
Is it
they
racist
can't.
that I say,
Yeah,
hey,
to
Jordan,
tell someone how
you're
they should
white,
vote based on their skin colour.
No, because she was saying you can't do this because you're black. Like that's racist. She's telling him what he can and can't do because of his race. Like I get like
voting for someone who's racist against his own race.
yeah, he voted for reasons because of like I don't know his reasons, but he had his reasons. Oh fuck.
He voted
what the
because
fuck?
fucking Trump
It was for his benefit of like fucking whatever. It was like something to do with taxes or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, fuck off.
See,
He can just
Yeah,
admit that he's
voted 'cause of that.
sexist and homophobic and
The voting is the most like to yourself thing that you do. If someone's saying you can't do this because you're black, that is incredibly racist. Saying someone can't do something because of their race, like
look,
he lost.
you're
but,
both
he
making
voted
sense.
for his own reasons.
You're both making sense, but
well,
I think
I
the
get-
part where it's like gets ambiguous is that a lot of the things that people were claiming Trump to be doing at the time, I feel might be they might have been true about his motives, but his actions didn't necessarily show racism per se. But people were saying he's racist. He probably is racist.
He was really racist, but like the thing is,
I mean, the things he was saying, he was like against Mexicans coming over the border, and he was things like that don't necessarily mean you're racist, but you know what I mean? Like there were
but he said like the N word, and he said like he treats them like slaves,
practically or literally.
Literally.
Because if I saw that stuff, I would agree, but at the same time, I felt like, I don't know.
Look up videos of Trump being racist. You'll find your shit.
well, like voting for him is wrong and all that kind of shit, but he
Oh, sweet.
vote for him for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But you can't go up to a person and say you can't do this because you're black. Like that is really.
Yeah, but she's not saying it in a racist way. She's saying, it's hard to explain.
I
You're
agree
only
with
winning the
you.
argument
You
because
can say it is in your best interest not to vote for him because he's racist.
Yeah, she's not trying to say it in a racist way. She's just saying, take a look at,
You know what? I've had enough.
what Trump's doing and how he's racist towards.
Well, in the video, I remember I get she's trying to do that, but what she said is she said, "You're not allowed to vote for Trump. You're black," and it's like, and she was saying she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll try and fuck him to convince him." She said he's not. She said in the video he's not allowed to because he's black. Like not convincing him. She said it.
Yeah, but she's not saying it like
not allowed to.
he's not allowed to because he's a black person. That's not what she's saying.
She said
saying that he shouldn't because I'm getting she said it in a dumb way. But she's saying he shouldn't because if he cares about.
That's what she should have said. But like
Get these assholes out
the
of
word she
Yeah, but
said
that's what
was
she's trying to say.
yeah, that's what she's trying to say, but she really didn't. She like yeah, I'd get it if she said it that way, but she completely threw it off. She said, "I needed to remind him he's black. He's not allowed to like vote for Trump." That's exactly what she said. He's black. He's not allowed to.
Because it's weird that he'd support Trump after him like being
Yes, it's just like he shouldn't.
openly racist.
Saying like, oh, he shouldn't be like voting for Trump kind of thing, but
I think
like
I failed.
saying, I needed to remind him he's black. He can't. He's not allowed to vote for Trump. Like, it's
I think I failed. I think I
fighting
let it get
against
killed.
racism while being racist.
Over there.
Wait, oh, you fucked up. Good one.
Sit.
Wait,
Okay.
oh, it auto saves as you go as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you can sort of go back to whatever chapter you want based on the last playthrough you've done. So if I was doing all well
so
up
this
until the last
playthrough.
chapter, I can go back to the last chapter and go on as if.
Oh.
So, but that's only
Oh, that's
after you've
fucking
beaten it.
lame. What's the point in?
Come here.
So what's the point in like? Yeah, whole being.
That's what I did in like Detroit. Remember?
Oh, apparently it was really hard too. People were saying it's really hard in
Which one of you
what
is
was it
gonna
called? Their
tell
other
me
game,
about
Until Dawn, to keep everyone alive. It's
It was so
really
easy.
hard.
I don't know
Like,
if I did get everyone to
on my
survive.
first playthrough, accidentally, the only person that got killed, like I even saved the Kooky dude, the brother and the sister. Yeah, and apparently that's the hardest one because people, you just need to find a picture. Sorry. It was one of the two people. That, yeah.
She got shot,
Or was it
but
like
she's not
Emma or
dead.
some shit? Jessica's like the blonde bitch.
There's multiple blonde bitches in that game.
The slutty blonde
Jess
bitch.
Can you stop
is
being
the one that's
sexist,
with
Jess?
Mike.
Yeah, not her. I'm talking about the other one
How am I
that.
sexist against my
You can't
own
be calling.
gender?
You can, and you can't be
I can.
sexist against women. Yes, you can. Of course, you can.
No, Jordan said the blonde bitch, and like there's multiple blonde like women.
No, you said bitches though. You're both being racist.
Yeah, because he said bitches.
She's not blonde haired. She's got black hair and she's a cunt.
Yeah,
And she's
she's
dating
kind of like.
She's a what?
Is it like the Asian girl? She's like Asian.
Yeah.
What's her name? It's like Emma or some bitch name or something like that.
I don't know, something like that. She's pretty.
But
She's pretty.
It was either her or the black dude. It's one of them two.
I don't remember many names. I know Josh was the kooky brother. I know Mike was the brown-haired dude. Jessica was the one with the beanie, the one that got separated from Mike in the mines.
Leave her alone.
Everyone always goes for the. I realize everyone always goes for the voice in the tunnel.
I didn't.
Because I remember reading ages ago.
You know, Wendigos can manipulate, copy voices, so I knew not to go down there.
No one realised that, because like when it came to like major documents and stuff that picked up, I'd read through it all, and like how they mentioned out loud, like just before they left, that it can mimic voices. I was like, wait a second, I was going to walk towards that one way.
I just knew that as basic knowledge. Like I don't know why I know this, but I just knew it. I think I watched an episode of Supernatural. There was a Wendigo in it, and they said that it copies voices.
Oh yeah, random cool thing that we don't care about. DVD might have a Wendigo coming in.
Oh.
Well, I saw the teaser thing, but I couldn't really tell what it was. They're very, very vague
It's like
these days.
screeching and all that.
Someone
At the
said
same
that
time,
it could be left.
I just scrolled
Left 4 Dead.
over it. It was what was it? Number two or number one on trending it was.
Oh, that's sick. You know what? If there's a new new chapter of DVD coming out, that means that there's a new season of Siege coming out soon. Sweet. It's the only thing I'm caring about. Fuck DVD.
But yeah, it was number 2 on trending. I watched it and I gave 0 fucks and just kept going. I don't care about DVD anymore just because of their half-assed thing called an event.
What was their last killer? Right. Shouldn't they have a licensed killer coming up?
here's why I'm at with DBD. I only want to play it if there's people on that want to have a game of it. Like, I don't want to like sit around playing with whoever or waiting for someone to come on. I just like, if people are down for a match, I'll jump on and have a match.
Because I'm just not gonna have fun DVD unless something pulls me back in. I need a good event. That's what I was waiting for. I was like, okay, Halloween, get me back into it. I'll start it, because like the last time I was really into it was the 4th anniversary. Fucking amazing event. Amazing. Awesome event. Like, easy blood points, all that shit. Very, very good. This Halloween event, their most hyped event of every single year, because it's a horror game and it's a Halloween event.
Is he hiding somewhere?
And they just brought 2 add-ons, and that's all they did. That's what they called an event. They just brought in 2 add-ons, and I've never been more upset.
Keep a lid on it. It could be our ticket out.
I've literally deleted it. Now I don't care about it anymore.
I can't seem to delete it. I can't. Like, it's.
Oh yeah.
16 hours. What?
Jordan, you jumped on Siege the other night and played a match with me, didn't you?
No.
Didn't you? Pretty sure like Jess and I were playing, and then Jess went offline, and then both of you guys jumped on and had a game with me.
Yeah.
Because he's like, fuck that bitch, and I'm like, don't be sexist, like, that's Jess, like, she's a woman, she deserves respect. And Jordan's like, nah, just slap her around. I just buy her some stuff and keep her keen, but really just, nah, I'm gonna stop the shit.
Fuck off, you. I thought so. I'm like, you would fucking say that. I buy him stuff.
So you should. Gender equality. Anyway, I'm being feminist. Why would you spend money on a man?
Everyone's still alive.
Because
how dare you?
Quite different.
Feminism would be fine if they fought for equality.
No, because majority of feminists do fight for equality. There's a lot of those fucking crazy feminists that want like more than men, but all normal feminists want is equality.
Normal.
You know what's the biggest wake-up call?
Warning of what's to come.
You know what's the biggest wake-up call?
Tempted?
No one's ever going to be equal. That's just fact. It's like not just based on gender and shit. It's just no one's ever going to be perfectly equal. It's just never going to happen. Unless you live in like a all-white futuristic city where everyone wears white clothes, and then like and then you end up being this one dude that has this
Dude, life isn't video games.
And then he like decides to take down the whole system. Have you watched Equilibrium?
Yeah, it's a good movie. No, look, I think it's just a matter of like, do you try and help people less fortunate than you, like without favouring some over the other? Like if you see a homeless guy and he's on the street, do you try and help him, or do you say no? Well, he's a man, and men are dominant, so I'm not going to help him. But it's just a matter of, if you see an old person walking across the road, do you care what gender they are, or do you just want to like help them get across the road?
Who the fuck cares about gender that much? I don't get
people
it. I don't
do,
get why
man.
people be so
Some people don't want to have
how
a little boy because they don't want a boy, they want a little girl, so they'll like terminate the fucking kid.
What is happening with your door? It's just like, but yeah, I get like, this whole like, there was this pay gap kind of shit, all that kind of stuff, like that happened a whole while ago. You know where they got it from? Averages.
Yeah, the averages of everyone.
Obviously, I feel like some jobs pay very high, but let's say, for example, this isn't sexist, this is just the way it is. Like with let's say mine sites, there's obviously going to be more dudes than females.
Yeah, but I'm saying if a girl's doing the same job as that man, they should get the same amount.
Well, there are laws forcing that to be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the only reason that they don't, the only reason like they don't is if it's not about gender, if it's about like, do you negotiate your pay with your boss? Are you in a job like that, or are you on a market-based wage? So in UFC, the more viewers you bring to the sport, the more you get paid. and on average, like a lot of sporty things, people will watch more of the guys playing than the girls. I don't really care either way, you know what I mean? If someone's, I'd rather watch female AFL than male, because I don't give a fuck about football. I like the look of women running around being fit. Like, that's more aesthetically pleasing to me than a bunch of dudes in short shorts.
Just like,
what the
she's
fuck?
like, okay, hello.
What? No, wait, you're joking, right?
Why? What's wrong with that? Like, what if I
You
watch
only watch it
volleyball?
because they're women, like.
Look, I'm
running
not a
around.
football person, alright? But if it's on, if football's on, I will turn it off. But if the women's on, you know what, I might leave it a bit longer. But
That's
football
dumb.
Why?
Because
okay,
they're
alright.
not playing to like have you just be like, damn, that's some women running around
there's-
playing with the ball.
well-
They're playing because it's a sport.
Well, I don't give a fuck why they're playing, to be honest. Like, I don't like the sport. The only thing I could get out of a lot of sports is, do I enjoy physically, like, what is on the screen? You don't get my point, though, like...
Then
what about...
don't watch it if you're not a football fan.
Oh, now we come back to the argument about whether you can... what you can tell me to watch and what not watch. Like, what about modelling, right? What if there's a male model or a female model and I'm not interested in the male model? Does that mean...
Are you just not interested in the modelling though?
Well, it's not like I'm some Zoolander, like, want to keep up with, like, the latest trends and shit, you know, like...
Then you
if
don't
there's a
have
pretty
to
girl
really
on a
watch.
screen, I'm allowed to look at her, like... There's nothing wrong with me, there's nothing... She's not going to get hurt, she's getting paid, actually, the more people view her. And that her company that she's modelling for are, like, winning out of that, so... But, if people pay more money to see female models, does that mean they should be paid more? I think yes. I think if the market says they want to see this thing, like it is valuable to them, therefore they will pay more money for that thing, then that's just how the market works. And women get paid hundreds times more than what men do for modelling generally. So on average, women earn more in modelling. I'm fine with that because that's just the market, that's just what people want. But if it happens the other way too, and male AFL players get paid more than what women do because people actually watch the sport and they pay more in tickets to go see that sport, that's what the market wants. I'm not there to dictate. I'm not there to dictate to the world what they should find valuable and what they shouldn't find valuable. Like, they pay their money on the ticket, therefore that money goes to the people who supply that entertainment. Alright? Yeah, you with me?
Wait, what? You're really quiet.
I said I'm here. I'm here, but I'm not there. But I'm here.
Okay. Like, what if, like, there's a band, like, let's say, I don't know, fucking Spice Girls or something like that, and they're really, really popular, and everyone wants to go see them, but then there's another equivalent band, let's say, I don't know, Backstreet Boys, and let's just say they're not as popular. Should we say that Backstreet Boys should be paid the same amount as what Spice Girls do, even though Spice Girls are more popular?
No, because wouldn't it be based off to how many tickets they sell?
Exactly.
So if something's more popular, then
yes. So if that's how you get paid, based on how popular you are, then they're never going to be equal men and women, you know what I mean? Like, one is always going to be ahead of the other.
Well, see, I think for certain jobs, like when it comes to that, then
Yeah.
obviously.
100%.
But like for normal, everyday jobs, like say teachers and shit.
Yeah. Well, men and women get paid the same in teaching.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 100% with you there. Like, if you're doing the same job, you're getting the same outcome, like, it's fine. But, you know, if you get paid for how many sacks of wheat that you can take up the hill, and you happen to be a real broad-shouldered guy and you can do 100 of them, then you get paid more than someone who can only bring 50 up, who happens to be a small man or a small woman, or, you know what I mean? So if you agree to the terms of the pay from the start, you can't then turn around and be like, this person with arbitrary traits that I feel are opposite to is getting more than me, therefore it's unfair. I think that's just bullshit.
Just 1 second, BJ. Can you just check to show me if that says the website on it? Or what the tracking number is? Because I don't want to. Because I don't want to get any indication. Because she said something about your tracking number or something. I'm guessing she's talking about a present she's sending over or some shit. I don't want to get any indication of what it is.
I don't know if that's a store name or if that's just name. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you want to just message the tracking?
No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. She wouldn't have sent it if it's not fine. When did I level up?
Something about this place is making my hair stick up so far it's gonna jump out of my neck.
Tracking number.
Why did I level up? I have so many things. What the shit? Huh? Why do I have stuff from Mirage?
Wait,
What's up? What he's doing?
Oh, from the PlayStation Plus bonus thing. It was a Mirage set and it was a Loba set.
It's ugly.
It's a PlayStation Plus bonus. So.
I know. I have better things.
Oh shit!
Ricky bought a legendary for Horizon.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
Wait, did she get it from the store?
She bought it. Like she crafted it. So.
How's Ricky going?
Okay. I thought you were talking about the legendary in the store.
She's gone good. She tried to make me clean her house today. And she got mad when I said no. But apart from that.
She got mad when she said her boyfriend should be helping her do it.
Yeah, I said, like, why are you asking me? You have a boyfriend. Like, it's both your responsibilities to clean your own house. She said, but I don't want to make him do it.
Hey, it's pitch black in here. Give us a light.
Well,
I'm not gonna do it for you. I don't live there. Fuck off.
Did you speak with her since the other night when, like, you know, she mentioned why she's not talking to you?
Kinda. She was just like, he's not a bad boyfriend. Because I was comparing her boyfriend to my first boyfriend, who's like really mentally abusive. And I was like, it's really like similar to how he was acting and how he was like restricting me, saying I can't do certain things, trying to act like my fucking master.
What the hell is this fucking place?
And she's like, he's not like that. It's just because he knows that me and BJ had a thing.
You think the ship is the Manchurian gold?
But your own person should decide.
I know,
if,
but like,
you still have a thing, then fucking
around.
sure.
You need a plan.
Stop. Like, don't.
We're not exactly in
like
the
I couldn't
position
like
to be making any
if someone
moves.
tried to tell me what to do
Second,
because
let
of
that guard down.
how
You
I
gotta
was
take
treated in my
advantage
first
of it and get off the
relationship,
ship.
it's made me like I don't know, like if someone tries to tell me what to do, I'll get mad.
Yeah, me and Jess, I think we can
this
agree
whole
on this
rust
one.
bucket's one tetanus shot from the
We
bottom
were
of the ocean.
both like
We already tried
really
this,
anxious
it
about
didn't exactly work out.
each other's friends.
We gotta get
like
back to
people
the
that
boat
we
and
were
find
around,
Brad.
kind of thing.
They swiped our
Like I
distributor
hated
down.
Luke.
Yeah, but your
like,
friend was shit.
I love Luke. Like the
Yeah, no.
not your boyfriend Luke.
So
I love
can't we
Luke.
just like hotwire or something?
Well,
'Cause,
no,
yeah,
I
Not
one time
authorized
that
didn't like
like
your friend for a very good
Okay,
reason.
these assholes knew exactly what they were doing.
While
Wait,
those
which
guys
one?
are
Reasons can be
panicking for
subjective
Manchurian
in their
gold or whatever they think they're gonna find on this floating coffin.
But
Your
yeah,
best
take
friend.
advantage and look around
Oh,
for
okay.
a way out of here.
Yeah, one thing because I'm always worried about like, you know, parties and what happened at parties. It's just me being paranoid, right?
Like he thinks that everyone wants me, but I'm literally ugly.
Oh, Jess, you're a much wanted specimen, right? So
No.
Jordan understands this.
Okay, one thing that threw me off, right? This is what threw me off. Is Jess said she had a thing with him, but she never did. She just said it to make me jealous. But then I constantly thought that he still wanted to like do shit with her. But she lied to me and said that he was.
Go back.
Nice.
Oh, I did it because I wanted to see what kind. I feel like now when I think about it, I'm like that's kind of toxic.
Which may
But
not even exist.
I wanted to see
What if they don't
if
find
he was
anything?
like Luke, like if he was gonna tell me what I can and cannot do, and from that I was going to decide if I was really going to get myself into a relationship like that again.
We wanted an adventure, right?
Oh, please.
Look, there's
That's the
probably
reason
advantages and disadvantages to that, but what I was gonna say is,
I'll be whatever you want.
like, you shouldn't tell anyone who they should hang with in that. But if someone has legitimately shown interest
Well, we're not gonna do anything from in here.
in
We need to
like
keep
the
looking around and
partner
try to find a way out.
and like attempted to have a relationship or something with that partner, then you as the other partner, it's not wrong of you to feel like you know, that maybe they shouldn't be as cutesy cute.
Yeah.
When you were saying like other partner, I think you mean if they're being like, let's say flirtatious or something. I think that's a.
No, I know now, like, that it was dumb to do, but you know, at the time, I was just worried.
I think plenty of girls do it these days. I think it's happened to me. And yeah, they want to know where those boundaries are, like how much, you know, you're willing to stand up for yourself and how much you want to change their behaviors and stuff. But there's no way out, there's no good outcome from doing it. Like, either the guy feels uncomfortable and he doesn't know how to like talk about it, or he makes a boundary and says, if you do that, then like that's gonna anger me or upset me. And then they go, oh, well, he's a sook or a fucking controlling asshole or whatever. So, you know, if we did it to a woman and we said, oh, we're catching up with this girl who's like supermodel and we've got a thing and we like go cuddle and watch movies together, and then you feel upset.
Yeah, that's a very good reason to feel upset towards that.
I knocked on now because I'm going to cuddle someone.
That's a good reason.
Like, if it's the opposite way with genders, and you think it's okay for a guy to do it to you, then fair enough. But if you would consider that situation different because a guy was doing it, then
Well, I wouldn't go over and cuddle. Yeah, that was never like anything I said.
The thing I think a lot of, like, let's say a lot of dumb relationships you hear about, right? Or like dumb people, is way too many people have double standards, and it really annoys me.
Well, we don't.
Yeah, I know, but like let's say like some people would be like, you can't do this, this, and this, and this.
Yeah.
But I can go like hang with these dudes that like flirt with me all the time, but you can't talk to females. Like you.
No, it's good because me and Jordan, we both don't have friends.
Maybe we should try barricading the door instead.
So we both don't have to worry.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get it.
I think a lot of people need to realize is if your partner can't do it, you shouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I know ifs or buts about it. If you do it and you say your partner can't do it, you're an actual pathetic human being.
Yeah.
Like
you
if
shouldn't be with that person.
my missus can't pee standing up, then I shouldn't be able to do it.
Exactly.
Great example, BJ.
Yeah, cool.
I agree.
Exactly what I was doing.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I agree with that. I used to get this odd one, right? She'd be like, same sex doesn't count, and so she could hook up with her mate from class who was a girl.
See,
but I had no interest in doing that with a guy. But I'm like, I don't think you should hook up with anyone else. And I was like, all frigid Christian at the time, and I thought that stuff was like, oop, fuck, weird. Oh, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, like the thing is, boundaries should be agreed upon on both sides. You can't just say, you can have sex with dudes, okay, I'm gonna go have sex with a chick and you can't do anything about it. Even though she knows that you don't like dudes. It's
like, if you'd asked me now, like, you know, if my partner wanted to hook up with a girl, I ain't fucking go for it. But the weirder thing about that situation is the other girl actually wanted to be in a relationship with her.
No heroics.
And she'd like basically say it to my face, like, you know, like, oh, well, it's her decision what she wants to do. I'm like, oh, like, right, so you're legit trying to take my girlfriend from me. And she's like, oh, well, yeah. And I'm like, well, now we've got an issue. Like, if you're just having fun and like pick it up because, you know, you're at a party and you're just being a teenager, then like whatever. But yeah, that's where I draw the line. Like, the other person shouldn't be trying to like steal their romantic, like the relationship from you. That's a different story.
Yeah, I was thinking of like, I think I said this in like just a random conversation. I don't think you were in it, but like Jess was in the party. I think you've heard this before, Bob. I feel like the home wrecker is just as bad as the person who's cheating.
I just want to know where the hell
They're both just as bad as cheating.
People on board. Hundreds.
That
like
said,
if you didn't know she had a partner, then you know what I mean. That's a different situation. But if you, yeah, I don't know.
That said, like, I don't know, like, the way I would say if I went out to a club or something was like, not my responsibility to know what her situation is and whether or not,
yeah, but like,
you know, she's doing right by someone. Like, if I want to go hook up with someone,
the thing is, you don't. Yeah, you don't have to. I'm meaning home wreckers as in people who willingly know they're in a relationship and continue to fuck up. You know what I mean? Like,
there's a difference too. Like, if you are actually truly interested in that person and want a relationship with that person, then that's different to just going out for a screw and then fucking them off if they get feelings or whatever. Like, or if, you know, their partner like causes a scene. Like, I think people can be in a relationship and you can have an interest in that person and want to like see it go forward, but like, you know, don't expect to be good friends with that person's partner. And yeah, like, I don't know, there's got to be something to it.
But the thing is, if that person's in a relationship and you know they're in a relationship and you continue to try and fuck that over, then you're just as bad as the person who's cheating.
Yeah.
There's no,
like,
there's nothing about it.
It shouldn't
if you
be
know
about.
someone's in a relationship and
It shouldn't be about cheating.
As well,
like,
and they're cheating on the person.
If someone's in, like, let's say a bad relationship and they tell you about that and you feel like, one, this person shouldn't be in that relationship, and two, that you would possibly make that be that partner for them, then I think it's okay to support someone through that process, but you probably should just be above board and just say it from the start and be like, you know, like, just be honest and not go hiding around or having two things on the go. Just be like, straight up, this is a choice you've got. You can leave them and I'm interested, so let's, you know. But yeah, no, look, I've been in some weird circumstances where, you know, I've hooked up with a girl and she's been in a relationship, and it's not until like the next morning that she said, hey, like, I know, what am I gonna do? And I've just laid it straight to her. I'm like, you've got like 4 different options here, and you can either like be honest with him and stay with him and tell him about what happened. You can be honest and you can break up with him, and if you want, we can see where we go. Or, you know, you can stay with him and not mention it, and we just won't, you know, we just won't be doing this anymore. You know what I mean? So I didn't say, hey, the other option is you can just stay with your boyfriend, but we'll keep hooking up. Like, I think what you're saying is that, like, if you do that, then that's wrong, and I agree with that. But if you just put it out there and say, like, you could leave them and be in a relationship with me, I think that's okay. But you shouldn't be trying to hassle them while they're in the relationship and trying to, like, make them change their mind.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, if they're in like a relationship kind of thing, right? And I feel like if you know someone's in a relationship kind of thing, unless it's on their side where they decide they're not, like, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be.
Yeah, man, not worth it.
They should be. What's the word? I'm trying to think of the word for it. I don't know what the word is. They should be off limits. If you shouldn't be trying to get with someone that's in a relationship unless they leave that relationship.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because if you try and get with that person that's in a relationship and they keep like if you're the reason they break up because you're trying to be with that person for a relationship, then you're, you know what I mean? They should have their own reason for breaking up. But if you're the reason they broke up, then it's like Harley and Ricky's situation. Harley's definitely, without a doubt, the reason why Ricky left Robert. She found him. She was. They didn't technically do anything, she said, but they were still. She was neglecting Robert to talk to him and shit. That's what she was doing. I feel like
I'm still a bit like in the middle on that. Like, if you meet someone and you fall in love with someone, then and you're in a relationship, then I think it's not necessarily the worst thing to do to try and pursue happiness. But I don't think like the other person should be trying to make someone like them when they're already in the relationship. When they're already with someone else, you shouldn't be trying to pull moves or like get them interested in you. Like, if they fall in love with you because they fall in love with you, then that's one thing. But you shouldn't be like pulling moves and like lying or, you know, trying to make yourself look fantastic to make that happen.
We gotta keep our distance. This way we can get ahead of them. Let's hope.
She was like, I don't know, she dyed her hair red because Harley said he liked red, like, hair on girls. Then she stayed at hotels with him and told Robert that she was sleeping at our house. And didn't tell me.
Okay, wait, did she? I didn't realise this happened. Okay.
I might go a bit staticky, I'm just going to the fridge.
I didn't like mess around with him. I just stayed at a hotel with him while I was in a relationship. We just laid in bed together and just watched movies. We didn't touch each other, you know. I feel like that's the most. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I don't know, she told me. Can you still hear me? Because I'm at the fridge.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. What was that? Like, I don't know, she was just saying that, like,
Not funny.
she didn't tell me until, like, a few months after. So, she was saying to him, she's like, oh, I'm going to hang with Jess. Staying at the house. And then she'd be in a hotel room. She said she did nothing with him, but fuck off.
Fuck off. Why would you go
Why are you staying at a hotel with this guy that you work with?
Okay, so BJ, in this situation, surely you understand they're both terrible people.
Where the fuck is my
I don't want to say
bro?
that because, you know, like, I'm still, regardless of her not fucking talking to me, I'm still consider her a friend, and like, I would want to hear her side of things before I made any judgments, I guess. But like, you know, was it naughty? Quite possibly. I mean,
Nice blade. Could make a nice severance package.
But the thing about that is the situation
And she was on the phone to him every night while
I guess you never know.
like,
We might have to use it.
where the fuck is my up and go?
Sorry.
While Robert was at home playing games by himself.
I feel like the thing about it is he knew that Ricky was in a relationship.
And she
Ricky
said to
obviously
me,
knew she was in a
she
relationship,
said,
and they went
she's
to a
like,
hotel.
she said to me, she's like, this was before, you know, she really thought about, like, leaving Robert. She was like, I really like Harley, and I'm like, as a friend, yeah, that's sick. That's cool. I'm like, and then she's like, no, like, I really like him, like, he's, and like, I said to her, like, I'm like, maybe you should stop talking to him if this is gonna affect you and Robert. She's like, it's not, I'm just gonna be his friend. And then, like, she broke up Harley and his, like, thing that he had with some chick at their work. Like, Ricky stopped it. She's like, you guys should stop seeing each other. And then that's when she started to hang with him.
Yeah, the annoying part is, okay, BJ, I feel like you should agree with me. There's no her side to her leaving her husband at home to go see this dude that also knows she has a husband at a hotel.
He was friends with Robert.
There's no her side to the story. She cheated on him, and
Ricky, Robert, and Harley were all, like, best friends. They were always hanging.
Yeah, Harley willingly knew she was in a relationship with Robert, so I feel like there's no other side to it. She cheated, and he, like, you know what I mean? There's no ifs or buts about it.
I just think it's worse that Robert was friends with him. as well. Like, Ricky told Robert to quit his job at the offshore and work where she works, only for her to just ditch him.
Look,
I feel like
there's probably
I
a
feel
spectrum of what's right and wrong here, and I wouldn't say it was all perfect and lovely, but I don't want to say either that she's an evil person and she's a bad person, any of that shit. Like, maybe, you know, like, I don't know the situation enough to be able to say that the actions she took weren't for, like, a good cause in some way or another. And maybe, you know, maybe she was trying to find some way out of the relationship, but she wanted, like, certain, like
she was finding
insecurities
a way out by
comforted. Like, I just, you know, like, if I understand, if your view is that way, I understand, but, like, I just think, you know, some people are in complex situations.
If you want to make a decision on if you want to leave someone or not, fucking don't mess, like, just decide.
No, but they didn't think it out. That's my thing. They, straight after Robert got kicked out of the house, and they, I guess, officially became she said that when she broke up with Robert, she's not going to date anyone for a bit. She has to find herself. Then what happens the day after she breaks up with Robert? He moves into her house. Like they live together, and then a few months later, he proposes to her. It's just too quick. It's weird. I don't know. She was with Robert for, what, 4 years? She was chasing Robert for 2 years before that, like, literally following his every move, like, begging him to date her, crying over him because he kept rejecting her. They get together, they're together for 4 years, and then all of a sudden, none of that matters when she meets a guy for, like, 2 weeks. Like, 2 weeks is all it took for her to be like, nah, I'm out.
Look, when you put it that way, it sounds rough, but, like, just know that if it was you, either of you two that we were talking about, I'd be trying to have the respect for you guys to say, like, that you guys have good judgments, and if you were to have done something like this, there might have been something to it that I didn't understand.
No, I feel like if
but I
it was our situation, whoever did the bad thing, I think we both agree, even if we were the person, if, like, let's say I was the person or Jess was the person doing the bad thing, I think us two would even understand ourselves that it's a bad thing. Like,
no, but it's not like I don't know Ricky's whole story, because I was there behind the scenes.
From Ricky at this point. Apologise to you guys or to Robert or what, like?
I just want her to stop acting like Robert's
some
such a
dignity.
shit person, because like she dogs him. She dogs him
and also
every day.
She's like been stalking Robert's sister
She stalks his family. Says they're crazy.
They're not a part of your life anymore because
she's literally making fun of Robert's sister because she's pregnant and is having a kid when we all know Ricky's just jealous.
The annoying thing is you left that life. You decided to leave that, like, let's say, I'm calling it second family because that's what it was like.
I don't hate her for leaving Robert. I just wish I wish she didn't rush things. I wish that she'd stop fucking dogging Robert every chance she gets, because, like, he was a part of all our lives for ages.
I wish she just didn't pretend like she's doing everything right and Robert is just, like, I don't know. Like, I don't like it.
She went as far to say that Robert, now she's like saying that Robert was abusive and stuff. But, like, I lived with them. I lived with her and Robert I was in a room next to them, so the wall's thin. I didn't hear him raise his voice at her once. I always heard her yelling at him. I walked in, she hit him once. Like she's like my mum.
Sounds like my mum too.
When they don't understand that they're the problem, they're abusive, but they like to say that they're the victim.
This is something I can have more of an opinion about. Like, if she's lying or misrepresenting Robert, then that's not cool. And
So
you know, if she's fallen in love and she wanted out and she wanted to go with another guy, I mean, that's on her. But like, if she's saying that Robert's been a bad person and he hasn't been, then that's where I'm like, actually, yeah, I can have an opinion about that.
That's what she keeps doing. Every time she's here, she has to mention him and she has to say that he was abusive. And when I say, like, but I was there. Like, when I say I was with them all the time, I mean it. Like, I was at their house every day.
Yeah.
The thing is about it is, you left that life, you left that, like,
and if it was
family.
So bad, if it was so terrible, then why does she constantly bring it up?
Why does she have to stalk Robert's sister?
The day
they're not a part of your life anymore.
One day, Robert had to come over and get mail or something from Ricky, and she was like, "Quick, do you have any makeup, Jess? I want to make myself look pretty. I want him to see how hot I am. I want him to compliment me. I want him to say how pretty I am." Like,
yeah, sure.
Like what?
Like it if you want.
The thing is, though, like, even though this kind of thing bothers me when someone close to me does that, I think what I've learnt is, like, they can't help that too. Like, they've got a mixture of real complicated feelings, and like, they're a mixture of defensive. They might feel guilty. They might feel like all these things are going on at once, and there's like a jumble of mess basically. And I can't just be hating on them for being like that. Like, I can try and point them in the right direction. I can try and point out when they're right and wrong, but to just like push them out and not have anything to do with them because basically they're struggling and they're bringing other people down with them too. Like, yeah, it's rough, and I get why it's good to talk about what the boundaries are and what is the right thing to do, but at the same time, like, she's your sister and you do fucking love her and you want the best for her, and it might take some time before like the chaos simmers down, and that she might reflect back on it and one day be more honest about it and be like, I shouldn't have done this thing, I shouldn't have done that thing. But it sounds to me like she's in the point now where she probably feels a lot of judgment and probably judges herself heaps, and the only thing that's allowing her to do what she's instinctually done is to hold her head up high and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna like live and just do not apologize for what I've done, because like it's who I am.
The difference is, like, I do support her and I'm always there and I always see her. What was I gonna say? She's not that kind of person. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. I promise. She does not care what anyone else like feels.
I get, like, if you're like, oh, okay, I want to do better for myself, I'm gonna like
yeah,
what
I
BJ
get if
was saying.
she really wanted to leave Robert because that's what she wants, and that's fine, but she doesn't care. Just doesn't. She couldn't care less.
Well, surely she cared about him for some time in the past, and she cared enough to get engaged, and...
Oh, she lost caring. No, she lost caring before she got engaged. She had a break and had sex with like 4 guys.
Yeah, they broke up. They had a break. She slept with someone who's married. That worked at our work. She doesn't feel like, what's the word?
Empathy?
She doesn't take responsibility.
Yeah.
And she never will. Just what she does.
Do you think she enjoys being like this?
She enjoys making people feel like shit. She always has, ever since I was a kid. Like,
Mm.
and I don't care. Like, she can do what she wants. Like, I'll still love her. Like, but she hurts me and doesn't care. Like,
Mm.
I feel like a big word that really just would be good just to slap on her forehead just to explain her is just she's just inconsiderate. She does not care about anyone else but herself in most situations.
she takes money from my family and laughs. Like,
She takes money from everyone and then says they're selfish for not
yeah,
funding
but she's toxic. She is. Like, I say that I can't afford to give her money, and then she says, but look at everything I've done for you. Look at everything I've done for you in your life. Like, I supported you when you were a kid and you didn't have any money. I'm basically your mum. Like, I did everything for you. Like, like, she guilt trips me into giving her what she wants. And she knows I'll eventually give in, because when she says I'm a bad sister, I want to fucking cry. And I feel like I'm a bad sister. So then I do what she says.
But the thing is about it, people usually... That's the thing now that I think is... People who are generally just normal people that are just nice would do things to help you for the sake of helping you. But she, I feel like, she does these things in hopes of a benefit back to them. And I feel like that's... Like, if you...
She throws her mental illness on me any chance she gets.
She uses it for manipulation.
We had an argument, and then she started saying, like, I was going to kill myself the other day, and it's because you wouldn't hang with me.
That's... No. She literally
Because you were too busy doing...
Jess wasn't.
You were doing your TAFE work. You think that's more important than coming to hang with me?
It's just very selfish.
Do you think there's a bit
I
of
can't
like tongue in cheek with that though? Like she's taking the piss a bit.
No.
No, she's very
dead serious, and she will scream and she will throw a tantrum until she gets what she wants.
The thing about it is just that I can't ever take her so-called, like, let's say if she actually had it, I wouldn't believe her, because people generally won't use it as a manipulation tactic. There's an obvious reason why she says she has mental illness, just because it benefits her. Because she gets what she wants when she says she has it. That's obviously why she says she has it.
It's not to say there isn't any mental illness there though, like, you know what I mean? Like,
mental illness, but not.
But if someone who would do that to manipulate someone else has got some mental issues, but doesn't mean that she's legitimately suicidal if she's saying that she is.
She stabbed herself in the arm and had to go to hospital. And you want to know why she did it?
What?
Because she wanted us all to hang out. Like, she wanted a reason for us to all come, like, and see each other.
What? Why do you think she's like this?
Because she wants attention. She wants to be the center of attention. She wants to be the center of attention the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, like there's plenty of people want attention, but what led to this?
I don't fucking know.
Like the thing is, like, Jess can't say she has actual problems, because Ricky would say,
Ricky makes fun of me.
My situation's worse than... She says this.
She makes my problems... When I try to tell the family that, like, I'm not doing so well, like, mentally, she'll just say, like, yeah, but I try to kill myself, so you don't have that, like...
She likes being the center of attention. She wants to be the most liked. Her mental illness is she's toxic. She's really, really, really toxic. and she'll do anything just for.
You have to do what she says, otherwise you're the reason she wants to kill herself.
Alright, 2 seconds. Look, I told you guys